get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Re-Rack. It's actually kind of a special today, a quarantine special. Long time no see. Hello, I am Nathan and Cory, as always. Today we shall do a mock draft for the 2020 PBA League because it is scheduled for the 17th of May at 7 p.m. But because this is beforehand, we're going to go ahead and see if we can try to get it right. Keyword is try. I feel like we're not gonna.
We're gonna milk hyper this.
There's gonna be a lot of, not necessarily favoritism, but we're gonna want some certain things to happen that probably aren't gonna happen. So it's gonna happen. It's okay. But yeah, that's what mock drafts are for us to be hopeful and to see how this goes. So this year, there's two new expansion teams: the Milwaukee Brew City Ballers, with Amleto Monticelli as their manager, and the Las Vegas High Rollers with Marshall Holman as their manager. So two new expansion teams, which means the draft is going to go a little bit differently this year. This year, we're going to have it so that the expansion teams get the first 6 picks, as you see here. And then after that, that will come into round 4, which then will commence normal picking procedures in a snake draft form. I'm going to have Cory explain the way a snake draft works, because if you don't play fantasy sports, you probably don't know. So I'll let him take over how exactly that whole thing works.
All right, so like a snake draft, normally it looks a little weird. You can kind of see on the screen, a little whiteboard thing. You have your worst team for the previous season, you get the first pick. Then you go through the whole league, all the way up to your best team. So Portland won last year, so they normally have the 10th pick. And then once you go through 1 through 10, instead of starting back at 1 to equal it out, Portland does the 10th pick, and then they go 11th, and you go backwards through your team. So everyone gets a fair pick. So the first pick gets the best player, but it equals out because you also get the 20th best player.
So yes, with that logic, it would look a lot more normal if it wasn't for the expansion teams. But since the first 6 picks have to go there for them to produce their franchise players, that's why it looks like kind of a mess. But it'll make a lot more sense when they actually do it, because you'll tangibly be able to see why they're doing it, because the good players can be picked by the expansion teams so they could form a team that they could pull 3 franchise players off of for next year's PBA League, instead of getting left with 5 random teams. Because in the form of a snake draft, yeah, they could get the first pick, but like he said, they also could end up, they get the first and second picks, then the 20th and 21st pick. It'd be a bad time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the way we're going to work this out is we're going to kind of mock draft it where we're just going to discuss who's going to be there. It's not going to be so much I'm going to pick my 26 picks and he's going to pick his. We're going to have a discussion to see if we could, I guess, agree.
Maybe put our heads in the minds of the drafters.
Yeah. Which, once again, since we're us, we're definitely going to pick people and put them in places that they probably aren't going to go. But
you never know.
Yeah, that is true. And I can almost guarantee that we're going to come to a place where I'm going to pick somebody and he's going to look at me like I'm dumb, and vice versa, because the pick's probably not going to fit to one person. But that's why they have multiple mock drafts from multiple different analysts.
That's what discussion's for.
Yeah, exactly. But since we're putting them together, because it'd be really random for us to produce 26 picks for the needs of the teams that we don't know yet, we're just going to combine them together. So, first pick. We forgot to mention, the expansion teams get the first and second pick based solely off of a coin flip. So we went ahead and did a coin flip here, off camera, yeah. And the Brew City Ballers got the first pick. They were on the good side of the coin flip, so they shall go first. So I feel like we're both in agreement where Sean Rash is going to be the number one pick because he's the best player left who is not on this list. He's number 5 in the PBA points rankings, which we have in front of us. If you want to, they released all of these rankings with the remaining 75 players available. Well, up to 75 players, including the people on this list. But yeah, they released the rankings, so we have them in front of us. You can go look at those.
They're on PBA.com.
Yeah, but we're going to pull it from here so we don't have to constantly show you these things. But yes, Sean Rash, number 1 overall.
Easy pick.
Rash.
Oh, yes. Put that Rash up there. Scratch him off the list.
All right. Rash has been scooped. Now, of course, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes where opinions might differ. I doubt it. But, so do you feel like Frankie should be the 2nd overall?
Oh, yeah. 2-time U.S. Open championship. Young. Just a silent assassin.
Okay.
Easy number 1 pick.
I like it. I like it a lot. Frankie shall be the number 2 pick. I.e., no why.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Now that's where it gets interesting, though.
Yeah, because according to the list, Dick Allen is the next best player based off points on the list.
No, here's where you go. Do you go the next best player, or what do you think is the next best player, or do you think future since you're an expansion team and go young?
That is fair. That's a very valid point.
Because Frankie's young, so do you pair that with another young person like a Mitch Hoope or like one of the Tang brothers, or a Packy Hanrahan?
And then you would also have to be reached far down the list to scoop Packy, because in this rankings, Packy's the 49th overall.
But Packy and Mitch also have experience with Frankie. Team play.
See, this is the point where we were talking about, like, I want them all to be on a team. Just the Wichitan in me wants me, like, we want them all on a team. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But kind of make it happen. I feel like you should go young.
Yeah.
Personally, because not that Dick Allen is bad by any means, but I would definitely have it so that he's going to be my 4-5. He's going to be my 4-5 for sure.
He's going to be your clutch player, but
do
you keep him in your franchise 3? Is the real question.
He hasn't. I think there's been 2 years he stayed in the franchise. Yeah. Nah, I'm not doing it. But then I'm picking Mitch.
You go Mitch?
If I'm Bruce City, I would pick Mitch. But
he did come off the win with Portland last year.
Yeah, and he definitely performed. He covered his spares. He covered a lot of spares. And he's the 32nd overall, which, I mean, there's only not even 10 people above him. I would put Mitch up there just because of his versatility and because he has championship experience.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Is that what you're thinking? Because in our theory, we would immediately be ripping. Actually, no, never mind. I forgot the snake draft. He's going to be on the same team. So, yep, boom. We're putting him up there.
Hoope at 3. Locks
yes,
of a goddess.
All right, so we got Mitch off the board.
All right, so victim. Do you keep with the young, or they went with Rash because he's a bigger pick? You just go the better player here.
See, we
like a Brad Miller.
I was secretly thinking that,
or like a Brad Miller and AJ Johnson.
I think that because you would have to kind of climb into the minds of the managers. I feel like Holman's going to be looking for kind of that next big thing that he could carry like momentum with. So him having Frankie and Mitch, that makes sense. A young core who is also extremely talented because Holman is a fan of the younger people on tour and their abilities. But Amleto wants...
Probably wants experience. Or do you take someone a little down the list like Andrew Anderson? Player of the Year award. And then...
I secretly feel like Amleto would be the type of person to pick Dick Allen just because he's been seasoned and you already have Sean Rash up there. So you would have 2 people who have been through... They've been on tour for over a decade.
Forever.
And I feel like Amleto would be the type of person who doesn't want to deal, because he's a reserved type of individual. I feel like he would be the type of person who'd want to deal with less egos and more people who could dial it in and just execute.
Just do it.
Yeah, so I feel like right here would be where Dick Allen goes. Just because, like I said, Amleto, I feel like that's his type of vibe.
That's the person?
Yeah, so...
I can live with Dick Allen.
All right, just THB for us. THB. Typical house bowler is the THB, and that is what is tattooed on Dick Allen's forearm, if you did not know. A fun fact for your everyday life. All righty, so we go back to Vegas.
I'd always stick with Bruce City.
Oh,
so
I keep messing up the snake. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
A little confusing.
It's right here, so I should probably just look at it. If that makes too much sense. All right, so Bruce City.
So we're still with Amleto. Does he take another one like a... I don't know. Do you take H.A. Johnson?
I don't think he would.
Or do you reach down for someone like Jason Sterner?
That would secretly fit in with that. Jason Sterner, Ryan Simonelli, even an Osku if you want to go that far down. But Jason Sterner and Sean Rash do have kind of a history. They've bowled together a while. I feel like they'd have a good team chemistry. And he's another one of the new-aged old heads.
Yeah. Or another guy he's good friends with, Andres Gomez.
And then you get a little bit of the spice on there. I feel
like Sterner matches up with that.
I think he does too.
Because I feel like they can match up with some game plans that other people can't do.
That is very true. But then Andres Gomez brings to the table
some more versatility.
Yeah, a little bit more versatility. I could settle with Sterner.
Sterner?
Yeah, I could settle.
I think agreed, Sterner.
Because Sterner's a dark horse. I truly think that Sterner's a dark horse. So we should...
He's always there.
NER, yeah. All right, so we are back to Team
Vegas.
Young. Are we sticking with the young vibe? Are we about to put...
Do you go like Darren Tang or Nick Pate?
Are we putting members of the house on the team?
Or do we go, or you take your first lefty and take Packy?
See, and I really want to reach down into the depths and pull up Packy.
See, because if you want to stay young, I mean, Packy's up and riser.
We got so many people.
And your next pick is until pick, I don't know, 23?
Yeah, and he'd be off the... There's no way he's going to be on the...
So do you reach for him and suffer maybe a couple of years if they're still growing? Or?
I don't think you can necessarily, because
he can sneak in there.
This is his breakout season. All of these are
He's got
also,
purple hammers now.
Yeah, all of these are also in a place of, because I'm not going to say no pro is touchy ball because everybody has connections.
Yeah.
But these people are going to be coming off of quite a hiatus.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean...
Oh, they're getting some practice in somehow.
No way they're not. But I feel like no one's going to be firing on all cylinders. So to assume that everybody's going to be doing the same things they were doing, I don't feel like that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, Packy is also on the left side.
That's OP.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here.
Purple hammer on the left side.
Because now you're getting the left side. You're getting a young guy, up and comer.
I'm sending it. You said it. I'm sending it. Can we get Packy on Las Vegas, please?
Yeah, that might be hyped up.
I mean, technically, this embodies it's Vegas. It's something spicy. You're rolling the dice. You're taking a chance on all the youngins. And you're making it happen. I could get jiggy with this.
That is
I like
all
it.
WSU
Marshall Holman,
team, too.
Yeah, that's secretly what we wanted. Secretly.
All right. So, we got Philadelphia now. So now we're against the actual bulk team.
See, right here, I feel like if we're thinking in a logistic manner, I feel like Dick Allen would have fit in perfectly with this squad. But we're not going to put him there because he's gone. Yeah. But right here, I'd say Andrew Anderson, to me, fits in with this group.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of quiet, but he's got that composure.
And he has a player of the year. I feel like this is a place where he could go.
Player of the year, and he's not going to be that guy you're counting on because you have Smallwood and Dom.
They have
one of them has the berries at some point.
Yeah, and we're going with Andrew Anderson.
If you look at that, easy lead off on that team.
Can I just put Anderson?
You can put Anderson. All right, onward to Brooklyn, the artist formerly known as Team Brunswick.
Brad Miller.
You're saying it?
Heartbeat, Brad Miller.
Just right there, risking it for the.
It fills out that team.
I'm not even going to argue.
It fills
Brad
out.
Miller.
He fills out that team perfectly. He deserves a shot.
He should get on a team again. There's no way he shouldn't.
Come on, they got the lefty already. They have Angelo.
They have the goat.
And they have the goat.
Yeah, that works for me. I'm completely okay with that.
Brad's gonna sit there in the 2 or 3 hole and just do his thing.
He definitely needs retribution because it felt like he had some nervousness the last time he was on a team, so that works. The Motown Muscle. I feel like this team is going to end up doing one of two things. They're going to pick up BJ Moore, or they're going to put a young kid on here. Because right now, your top picks available, for those who don't have the list, would be A.J. Johnson, Darren Tang, Nick Pate, A.J. Chapman, or B.J. Moore. So to me, I feel like B.J. Moore fits into that kind of perfectly. You got E.J., power, Simo, power, Blanchard, more of a stroker.
Or do you reach down more and get Ryan Simonelli and get the left side power? Lefties are
they're really
thin
hard
picking.
to argue, but then at the same time, I feel like that's kind of a risk. I personally feel like that's kind of a risk.
I mean, that's fair
because he hasn't had the most incredible. He's had spots where he's been great this season. But there's also spots where he's been kind of lackluster. He's had the berries and not had the berries.
Hothead.
In that group of, I guess you can't really put a ton of hotheads on here because Simonson this season has had his fair share of hothead moments. You can't put 2 hotheads on a team. And EJ hasn't had the best mental game this year. So I don't know.
So we're not going to hotheads. Probably not AJ Johnson with that team either.
Oh, most definitely. That's too much emotion on one team. I feel like Josh Blanchard cannot be the only.
So you need someone like maybe like a Jake Peters.
Jake Peters can. Jake Peters is a hype man. He doesn't show a lot of emotion unless he's getting hype.
Yeah.
But then also,
he has a lot to get hype around. Like once EJ and Simo find it,
yeah, he's definitely gonna hype him up.
And look at that Blanchard as your either 3 or 1 hole, or you can have Jake Peters as your 1 hole.
I'm trying to look towards the future for the picks because he has to pop back up in 11 picks, and I'm trying to figure out who would be left on the board because I don't want to just leave them with a potential not fitting person. So with your first pick in the round, I feel like you should scoop somebody who might be able to work into your team more. So I don't know why BJ Moore fits with that for me, but he does. But go ahead.
I know he can go with. I mean, you can just go pure left. You have Blanchard can do it, whatever, and Simo and EJ can tear up left. Might as well have someone else who can swing it too, like a BJ Moore or the DJ Archer.
I don't know why.
You could be the Motown slow swings.
No, please, because he's gonna start dancing. It's just gonna... Okay. I'm going to, because you've had some good arguments for your picks on this team, and I'm just going based off feel. So give me your picks again for this team, and we're going to settle on one of those 2.
Picks.
You had Peters and who else? Simonelli? Were those your 2 picks for this?
Either BJ Moore, or Jake Peters, or Simonelli.
I'm going to say Jake Peters. Because Jake Peters deserves a chance because he, took a step back there for a little bit and now he's back. So I feel like Jake Peters could fit here.
Peters.
Can we get some Peters on the board?
We'll bring some level-headedness a little bit.
Alrighty. Now Silver Lake. Alright, yep, you done messed up. This is a full sin. BJ Moore's going on this team.
Yep. I'm all about that.
This is where he has to go.
BJ Moore?
BJ Moore, please.
Yeah, Barnesy.
Moore as an
Moore.
Oh my gosh. I forgot Jesper was on that team.
Exactly. This is where this has to be.
They got their lefty, they got Barnes and
so much talent in these next. Good Lord, these next teams.
And these are why they're the top 4
Good
last
Lord.
year.
I'm sorry. I haven't examined the franchise players for this teams. So this is wild. Okay, so we got
Pete.
The Kingpins.
Oh, man.
See, I wish that Brad was still on board so we could have thrown him on Kyle's team.
I feel
Just
like you gotta
'cause
put
I
Nick
secretly
Pate on
like
that team.
Most def. I like that.
He just
I
looks
that
like a
lot.
kingpin.
I like that a lot.
Nick Pate.
Nick Pate. Because we got some. That's a little bit more of the young talent. If you still call Marshall Kent young talent, I feel like at this point you can't really call him.
I feel like Nick's gonna get
He's-
get a
he's-
clutch strike and take his shirt off, just like he does on those vlogs.
Is that what we're doing here?
Oh yeah, and then Kyle's just gonna film it all.
Yeah, Kyle's there to check
It's
him
gonna
a
be
little
perfect.
bit. At this point, we have to get it so that Brad Miller faces the Kingpin. We have to get the Brooklyn Styles versus the Kingpins. That has to happen because you have to battle for channel supremacy. The Dallas Strikers,
The OGs.
the
Gosh.
people who are probably going to win this year just because they win all of the time
Yes.
because of this person up here named TJ.
And
Whoever's team he's on is gonna be very close to winning or winning it all.
Michael Tang.
Full send?
Definitely full send.
Okay, see, you're very confident in these picks, and I like that.
No, because
so I'm not gonna argue.
Because a couple of years ago, Mr. Norm Duke pulled out a very surprising move and took a young Kyle Sherman.
That is fair.
On
You
the
feel like
up.
he's nurturing.
And he's going to sit there and go, Michael Tang.
He's talking to the brand
Yeah.
loyalty. He's gonna
He's
nurture a young up and comer.
Yeah.
Michael Tang, please.
'Cause
You just put M
Duke-
Tang if
yeah.
you want.
Because Duke checks out all the boxes, and they need a guy who can really swing it.
That's fair. And then that'll be his.
And he doesn't
exposure.
have to be clutch because they have TJ. He doesn't need to lead off because they have O'Neal.
They got Duke,
And they have
O'Neal,
Duke can
and
do
TJ.
everything.
Those last three holes are filled.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 is done.
There's no pressure for him.
They're
too.
literally going for the 1 and 2 holes. So
Yeah.
the pressure doesn't exist. What is pressure?
Yeah, he's probably got the easiest gig. He's on this team.
Please.
Show up, knock some pins down. We got the rest.
Get a slash. That's literally
Yeah.
what you got to do. All right, we got LA.
So we got your lefty and Buttriff. You have
got anybody
the
with a
best
B
bowler
on
in
the
the
board?
world.
Got anybody else with a B left?
Oh, might as well finish it up with a B.
No, we don't really have a lot that we
Yeah.
can put unless we dig real deep. Brandon Novak? Zeke Bate? Is that what we're going to do? Okay, so right here, who is left? We got AJ Johnson, Darren Tang, AJ Chapman, and Thomas Larson are your highest pick so far. It's strictly a feeling again. AJ or Darren?
I feel
And
like
I mean Chapman or Darren Tang.
AJ Chapman or Darren Tang. I don't know. I feel like depends on what you want to do. Do you want Darren? He can be that Chris Barnes guy that does some random off the wall line,
And strikes a lot.
or he can also go inside with those other guys if he needs to. Or do you
Versatility
not
wise,
worry
yeah.
about it and just get Chapman and have him just ride where Belmo's at?
I think that based off of recent success, because I feel like that's what they're going to look at, I feel like Darren Tang has not missed a cut this year.
Maybe one.
So I feel like he would fit in with that.
He should have had a title if
He
didn't bowl TJ.
He's bowled for 2 titles, hasn't he? 1 or 2. I know 1 for sure. He might have. Okay. Yep. Darren for sure.
D Tang or Vitamin D Tang. Give him a shout out.
Twitch.tv/vitamin D Tang.
He drilled that in my head.
Yeah, it's stuck.
All right, so your defending champs. They got Big Nasty, Afrofish, and the Shark.
Shark Kent. This is a really hard team of personality to get on. Like, you have to gel well. For me, Anthony Lavery Spark would fit with the personality of this team to me.
Anthony Lavery Shark?
Yeah. He definitely would fit right in.
I can live with that.
Okay. You could
And he just goes with it.
just ALS. ALS.
ALS.
Like, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
Anthony Lavery Spark holding up the leadoff spot.
Yeah, just sending Hawks and making it happen.
And then, of course, it's just out of those first 3, anyone can close that team out.
All right, so
And we're sticking with Portland again.
yes, now we run into the same problem. I threw a person in there.
They've had Simonelli for years. Do they pick up Simonelli again? Or do you go young?
This is Tim Mack's team, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is Tim Mack's team.
I think it's Tim Mack.
I feel that sounds right.
Let me double check. Yeah, Tim Mack.
Okay. To me, I think, I feel like a lefty that could go on this team that might do some things. Michael Holloman.
Ooh, put Holloman up there?
I think he should go there. Every team needs a solid lefty. Every team needs
I can
a
live with
solid
that.
lefty.
Michael Holloman?
Just M. Holloman. Holli, man.
I think I'm going to go a little bold with this pick.
Talk to me.
Oscu
I like
to
this.
LA.
I like this a lot. He's been there before.
Yeah.
You get the OG power two-handers on a team
Yeah.
together. I like that.
Yeah.
Oscu, please.
If one of them loses it, one's got to figure it out.
Was it?
OSKU.
Oscu, twin fin.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. All right, we're back to Dallas. The nice, groomed individuals. The always listed favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do we...
We're missing a lefty.
Or
Do you just go straight balls to the wall?
I was going to say this because we just got done talking about how Norm Duke looks. He makes sure that everybody checks the boxes, and he likes to bring people in, nurture them. Clearly, I don't know what secret sauce he whispered to Kyle, but Kyle started going crazy after being on that team. And there's a person way high in the ranks that we have just been left just sitting there. AJ Johnson, after his performance this season, seems to he needs something. He's right there.
Like right over the
and he
get over
needs
the hump?
somebody to just pack him in and just settle him down to make something
He
happen.
will be that hype man on that team because, I mean, Bill's just Bill, Duke's just Duke, and
TJ
Tommy's
needs somebody else.
Tommy's just there.
Tommy needs somebody else to be hype with, man. So, and if Tommy's hype, Tommy's scary.
Yeah.
So
I can live with AJ Johnson.
We're doing it.
piping him
AJ
up.
Johnson. We're doing it. I am completely ready for the comments to be slaughtered at my picks and opinions on this. I can live with that.
Yeah.
The fact that AJ Johnson went this late, I'm sure somebody somewhere is going to be very upset about. Mm-hmm. So just let us know, please. I'm excited to look at them. We got NYC again. Who do you feel? Chapman? Are you putting Chapman here, or do you have some other? Because your picks have been pretty solid. I like how you're meshing stuff together.
And I feel like,
or is it?
Yeah.
Is it lefty time?
I feel like Chap could kind of work with that because Pete would just be there, and then you have the young guys all together. They're all around the same. And when I say Pete just being there, I mean he's just gonna do his own thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That's correct. Okay, all right, cool.
I mean, because you don't really have to have Pete gel with them. You just have to have the rest of the team gel together.
He's just going to be there. All right, Chapman. AJ Chapman, please. I understood what you were saying without you even saying it, and that's what made it even better.
Right,
please don't take that as a bash, because it's not a bash, but it makes perfect sense. Silver Lake, right now...
Chris Vi.
I was thinking the same thing. I was definitely thinking the same thing. Thank you for that.
No explanation, just Chris Vi.
I feel like him being on this team will be his first time VIA. Will be his first time on the league, correct?
Yeah.
So this is going to be his rookie performance, and he's going to show up, and he's going to show you.
And he gives that extra power with BJ.
Because don't sleep on the fact that he's made 2 major shows in a row. I'm sure y'all probably forgot about that. Don't sleep on it.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't have to worry about Jesper, because Jesper's going to do Jesper things. And then Tom Doherty and Barnesy are just going to sit there either really far right again and just bail on the gutter.
Tom Doherty going to put a black hammer up 15. You know what's happening.
the same old stuff. They're just going to do their own thing, and you need to give BJ some extra help, so might as well
That's fair.
create some lefty.
Fair. Barnes going to play the twig with the ball that
Hell,
stops.
Barnes might grab a low end ball like an ordinance again and just go, I'm playing 30.
He's going to play the gutter with a Rico boost. Okay. I'm sorry. Motown. The highest person on the board is Thomas Larson. And Ryan Simonelli.
We're back to Simonelli. He keeps on coming up to this team.
We got Larson, Simonelli, Archer, and Wilkins are your top on the board so far. Are you putting DJ on this team?
Do you want to swing, or do you want to get that lefty?
Secretly,
that's where your real question is.
Secretly, I feel like Brooklyn could use DJ more than this team could. Just looking out. Because at this point, it's not necessarily best players on the board. It's what are you contributing to the team.
Yeah, what are you missing? What extra thing
Exactly,
do you bring to the
you
table?
got to fill the hole. So I feel like you always need a lefty. So Motown can get this lefty. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Motown Muscle gets Ryan Simonelli.
Just put Ryan C. I ain't gonna try to spell that out for you.
And then
DJ
is that fair to put him with the
DJ with Brooklyn?
Stars? Okay, yes, please.
DJ with Brooklyn?
I think that'll work. I definitely think that'll work. All right, now he's off, so he can go dance somewhere, and I don't have to feel bad anymore about him not being on a team. Because I knew he was going to get there, I just didn't know where to put him.
Yeah, because I mean, Walter Ray, Angelo, and Rhino are just gonna really be there, and they got to give them, they got to loosen them up a little bit.
And then Brad definitely needs to be loosened up. So yeah, for sure.
Brad gets a little tense sometimes.
Yeah, all right. So we got Philadelphia now. On the list, your remaining players, your top remaining players: Thomas Larson, followed by Zachary Wilkins, Patrick Girard, Andres Gomez, and Sam Cooley. Now I like this.
I feel like
There's a lot
I
of.
feel like you had some power here,
Okay, so
and either go like a
in-
Sam Cooley or like a Chris Sloan.
You're seeing it.
Yeah.
You're thinking some Sloan. You're gonna put him on his first team.
Yeah,
All right, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
they also need an extra high hand.
Just Chris S.
Yeah. They can use a little hype, because, I mean, Dom never talks. I don't think Smallwood has a voice, because I never see him do anything emotionally wise, just strike.
That's fair.
And Maldonado is just stone-faced, too.
I already have a pick saved for Brew City. I already have it, because there's a person that I forgot about completely that should be on the team. Definitely forgot about. But we'll talk about him in a second.
I feel like we might have the same person in mind.
I kind of hope so. Okay, so
we're back to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
All right.
Eventually, they're gonna need some sort of
Experience, or you want some
Yeah.
age?
I would say I want to say experience because age doesn't necessarily cut it. So I'm thinking maybe a Gomez,
Arturo
maybe-
Quintero.
Oh, good lord! I know you want to put him on a team so bad.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, does he fit with the team though? I can plug him into one of these two teams, and I'm thinking to see. Which
Frankie's
one.
going to be stone cold Steve Austin the whole time.
Okay, all right.
So we don't really have to worry about him.
Okay.
Mitch and Packy are, they're buds. It's
They're
gonna
about to
work
clock
out.
into Wichita State mode, so we
Yeah.
don't have to worry about them at this point.
But at some point, what happens when your Mitch and Packies are a little on the down? You need a guy with the aviators, like Arturo Quintero, to come in there and loosen him up.
You know what? We're sending it Arturo on Las Vegas. Since this is your man, you can put AQ. Just AQ.
AQ.
AQ. This man and his... That is his guy. For those at home, this is his guy.
Watch these teams actually be 100% correct, and
If
watch
these
Vegas
teams
win it all.
are absolutely correct and they win it... I don't know what to say at that point, but I'd be shook. We'll say I'd be shook. All right, bold prediction: Ronnie Russell is going on this Brew City team.
Russell.
Exactly.
I like it, but that was not what I was thinking.
Okay, all right.
But it doesn't matter because they get the next pick anyway.
That's fair. Could we put Ronnie Russell on BC? You can put RR if you want to. You can call him Rolls Royce. That's fair. All right, so let the fans know what pick you were thinking.
Matt Ogle.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I'm not gonna lie. Are you doing this because of the doubles championship?
Yeah.
So you're saying you're gonna put him on his first team with the person he's familiar with?
Yeah. He's going to feel more comfortable. He was, that double show, he was very, very tense.
Extremely tense. He made me tense at home.
But this way, I mean, Ronnie's gonna loosen him up. Jason Stern's gonna be like, I got this. And Dick Allen's gonna be like, I've won this multiple times with different teams. I'm clutch.
Okay.
Like,
so
you don't have to stress as much.
this is going to make this a very hard choice to put the last pick of all these people that I'm going to list on Las Vegas. But we're going to go ahead and put Matt Ogle on this team.
Matt Ogle.
Just because
He deserves a spot.
I want Cory to understand what he has just done. It's the only thing I want.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That works.
All right. So I will read off the people who we do not have on a team. Just so we can take a second and see who Matt Ogle and Arturo Quintero lapped. So Thomas Larson still has no team. Nor does Zachary Wilkins, Patrick Girard, Andres Gomez, Sam Cooley. We got Richie Teese also doesn't have a team. Martin Larson. I'm glad you're back. Greg Ostrander and Sean Laverspar and Greg Young. All of those people were north of Matt Ogle. And actually no, Arturo Quintero, he was above Sean Laver and Greg Young. But Cory's about to sleep at night without putting Andres Gomez on a team, potentially.
No, I like Andres with that team.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing?
Yeah.
So you're going to sleep at night not putting Martin Larson on a team.
Well, it was between Martin Larson and Andres. But I just feel like the others matched up with there.
I'm just putting this out there that you're leaving these people out to pasture.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's funny. And I know you're completely content with it, which makes me laugh even harder. Only one Laverspar brother makes a team again. Ooh, that's rough. All right, we're putting Andres Gomez in the last spot.
Or
You
can put Andres Gomez up there.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is Martin Larson's still up there. If you really wanted to, you could take Quintero off for Martin Larson.
No, we already drafted him. You can't go back.
I'm just saying that
the
you
teams
could
are
flip-flop
100% right, Cory. Because, all right, so we need to do something. I don't know how we're going to do this. But if this is 100% right, and by this I mean Arturo Quintero ending up on Las Vegas and them winning the title, because I really want this to happen now. Somebody owes Cory something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what or who is going to get Cory this something, but y'all definitely need to get Cory something, because that is a bold strategy, Cotton, in the words of Dodgeball, since the Ocho's on
they
today.
won. I know it's a movie, but they won.
They did win. Like I said, I'm not mad because it's exciting. It's something different. And that's what mock drafts are about, to come through and have picks that you wouldn't initially put on the board.
It's all about fit.
It is about fit. It is very much about fit, same way it is in any other sport. You should definitely have a team that have a need, and you should fill that need with your draft picks.
I mean, just like the NFL draft, I mean, what was the year that Saquon Barkley went like third or fourth? You know, he's definitely the best player in that draft.
I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago sounds right.
Because, I mean, the teams in front of that didn't need a running back.
You know, yeah, and the Packers also didn't need to trade up to get a quarterback. But hey,
well, yeah, some people think that
it
differently.
happens like that sometimes.
I mean, that's just like your Arturo stretch. They think it fits.
Hey, once again, y'all owe this man something. Don't know what. I don't know. It could be a contract. It could be a sponsorship. It could be a guest analyst position. I don't know what it is, but it's something. You owe him something. If this board looks like this, the end of this all, which I pray it does, because I really want this to happen.
I will lose it.
We have to have a reaction video or something where we sit down, like I got to come over and we got to watch the draft just to see if we can get this. And if we don't get everyone right, that's also fine. But I just want to know how close we got, because I feel like some of these make perfect sense, 1,000% perfect sense. But then some of them are kind of stretches.
Yeah. Some of them are kind of fits between a couple of people.
Which a thing that we have both done that I feel is a very far stretch, not Arturo. The Wichita State Core 3 of Las Vegas. I feel like that's a huge stretch. Will we get it? We'll see. There is a possibility that it happens because that is not a terrible team at all. But they could decide to scoop it. Maybe Rash doesn't go first somehow. Don't know how, but somehow. Maybe he doesn't. And then
You know what would be really bold?
Talk to me.
If Rash didn't go until the 7th pick.
He said if he goes to Philadelphia.
That would be bold.
That'd kill me.
If they both went, okay, we're going to go completely
You know what?
100%
I'm
under
okay.
30.
I'm okay. You did what you needed to do. We don't need an experience. That'd be wild. That would be absolutely wild. I'm popular. Extremely popular. From the same person, even. Yeah.
Wow.
So, this is our list. I'm okay with our choices. Completely okay with our choices.
I will sleep good tonight.
I know you will, we talked, before we even started filming, we talked about the fact that Cory really likes Arturo Quintero. Which, it made me laugh. It really did. And
He's a
this
great
is
hype
not a
man.
recent thing. This fandom has been a thing for almost 3 years now.
Oh, yeah.
Just been under the radar. No big deal. Perfectly okay. But the fact that he made it on a team with a clutch 23rd pick, it warms my heart. It warms my heart completely.
All you need to do is go back and watch the 2017 or 18
USA versus the world.
USA versus the world, and you will understand.
That's where the love started. That is where the love started.
He's a hype man. He's just gonna get the job done.
I'm gonna tell you what I called him because it's not disrespectful, but you will understand after watching that video. I called him PDW without the accolades. It'll make perfect sense once you watch the video. Perfect sense. But yeah, that's okay. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Goodness. I'm sorry. I'm borderline tempted to answer and be like, leave me be. But I hope he sees this and understands that he just called 18 times and this
will live on forever.
Yeah, exactly. He'll know. It's fine. Yeah, so this is our mock draft.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, please. Because I hope I get
Kindly.
slaughtered. I hope I get slaughtered more than Cory gets slaughtered. I really hope that you think my takes were outlandish and Cory's made perfect sense. I really hope so. Because I like to be the person that you try to attack. I really do. It makes me feel good. Tune in. We're back now as much as society will let us be. So we're going to try to pump out some content to make sure that you're
trying to get back in the game.
Yeah, your friendly neighborhood re-rackers are definitely going to be back as much as possible.
Back, safe, bringing you the
most
news.
def. Gotta stay safe. Gotta come with the hot takes and
bringing you the off the wall stuff.
Oh, most def. We got some stuff lined up that I am really excited for because all of the ideas make me laugh, and we still have some other stuff to review. So we got to get you the end of the season before the pause re-racks. That's coming soon also. I promise. But until next time, I'm Nathan Brantley. This is Cory Clausing. Say thank you to our wonderful our wonderful spot filler, Tiffany. Appreciate you. You're the sweetest. I had to give her a shout out because she doesn't want to be shouted out, so that's why I had to give it to her. Oh, yeah. But yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, post notifications, all that. Share with your friends. Share with your mom. Share with your dog. Because I'm sure you and your dog are best friends after the quarantine.
Make Tom Clark and the rest of PBA see this.
Most def. And because the PBA likes dogs also. So if you could get them to watch the video, if they bark once, that means they probably really like it. If they bark twice, they probably just kind of like it. But thank you again. Take care. Love you all. Until next time. See ya.